Hi, it's Carrie-Anne and this is my channel Tomatoes and Tulips, and if you hadn't guessed, it is raining outside. I am absolutely drenched, completely and soaked. It is currently Monday the 21st of November and I've just got my two children to school and I've been to have my blood test this morning at the doctor's. And I've just come home and I had loads planned for the day and I am absolutely drenched and feeling very blurred now. So I'm going to try and dry off, and then I think instead of all of the plans that involved going to the allotment and checking on the garden that I had planned, I might finish putting up some of the Christmas decorations. That's right, we decorate for Christmas quite early here, and I'll show you around so you can get a little bit of a sense of what we have out for our Christmas decorations here on our homestead. Trees up. So I will try and put in a clip that shows you the putting on of the star that you can see up there. Yesterday, so that was Sunday the 20th that we put our tree up and some of the decorations, and I'll do a little tour of some of the decorations now. Ago we actually had a massive roof leak and we lost all of our Christmas decorations. I think it was pre-pandemic, so it must have been around 4 years ago, and it was devastating. We lost our tree, we lost all of the decorations. They were all ruined in a big storm that had damaged the roof. We had water damage and just sort of storm damage, and everything in the attic was ruined. So we had to actually then rebuild our Christmas decoration selection. So the only things that survived were bits and pieces that we actually had kept in like a plastic storage box somewhere else, not in the attic. And so there's a few things that I've got that the children made years gone by, but other than that, pretty much everything was destroyed. So the decorations you will see are things that have been passed down to me from my nana who passed. So they mean a lot to me, so they're family decorations. Every year we buy new decorations, so each of us get to choose a new decoration for either the tree or the house. So the decorations you'll see will either have been purchased each year because we each get to treat ourselves to a new decoration, passed down from my nana, or passed to me by my dad. And so that's how we've rebuilt the collection. The tree that you can see just here, that was actually purchased by my husband. As a treat. He bought that after, so we got, on the year that the storm hit, we were sent by a family member a temporary little tree, and so that Christmas was a really rough Christmas. We didn't have very much to our name that year, but then the year after, we then in the Christmas sales, when all the trees went down in price, my husband treated us to a pre-lit tree, which is actually really lovely, and I'll show you now a little bit closer. I look a mess, I'm so sorry. I will show you around now so you can have a little look at some of the Christmas decorations. So I'm aware we put our decorations up quite early in comparison to some, but for us Christmas is a really important time. It's a time where I'm able to have a little bit more time off work, so I actually get a week off over. I close the shop down from Christmas Eve through to New Year, so I get the longest time off to spend with the children and really have fun. Lexi, as always, has come to say hello. So it's a real family time for us. And also it seems to be a time of year where, because it's darker of an evening and we don't go out so much to the parks or anything like that locally, or walk along the seafront like we normally would, we do play a lot more board games. Bear with me. Both of the dogs have decided that they need attention, so I'm going to have to come back in a minute. I set the tripod up now, so even if the dogs do attack, it won't be such a problem. As I was saying, Christmas for us, we're not a religious family, and so we are not celebrating the religious element of Christmas. Instead, we're celebrating the family, importance of family at Christmas. So for us, it's all about spending time together, showing appreciation for each other, and that is kind of something that I have always loved about the festive season. It's that we seem to spend a lot more time together, and we are all happier in a sense. And that's really strange, because you would think with it being darker when you wake up, dark in the evenings, that actually you would probably not be as happy as you are in the summer. But in our family, certainly in recent years, we've come to love those dark evenings. And for example, yesterday evening, my youngest and I were playing Christmas bingo, Christmas snap, Christmas dice game. Got loads of different games that we just enjoy playing, right from when all the Christmas decorations come down out the attic all the way through until Boxing Day. So Boxing Day is actually when our Christmas decorations go back away. Now that's quite early to some, but the reason is after the 15th of November, anytime after that we can put them up, because that's after my son's birthday, and then on the day after Boxing Day, the 27th of December, is my husband's birthday. So that's when the decorations come down on Boxing Day, so that we can enjoy his birthday as a birthday and celebrate the new year completely fresh. And I've managed to then put everything away, clean the house really thoroughly, and it's just a whole new fresh start every year for the house. And just because it's that time where I've actually got the time off between Christmas and New Year from work, that I can really focus on decluttering, reorganising the house, getting DIY jobs done, that sort of thing, because I don't actually close the rest of the year for that long period of time. So I might have a day off now and then through the year, but I don't close for a holiday at all. I work all through the year. Now that's really been hard for my sons, and in times gone by I did have some staff to help, but since the pandemic I haven't been able to afford having staff in the shop, and so I have to work completely on my own. And I don't think this year I took any days off. I didn't close any additional days, so I just have my normal Sunday and Monday off, and then I took no holiday at all through the year. And that's just so that there's consistency to the opening hours of the shop, and it does frustrate people when the shop has to close. It's one of those things. I have to weigh up whether I want to go away on holidays and take a break, or whether I want to earn enough to pay the bills and keep the family home running, really. So it is what it is, and that's why Christmas, another reason why Christmas is so special to us.